There was once a kingdom that lived in the shadow of ancient mountains. The people called them the Whispering Mountains, because sometimes they spoke, but only a few could hear their voices. Prince Elion had always felt drawn to the mountains, not because of fear, but because of a voice that whispered his name. Elion, the mountains whispered. The air shimmered with ancient magic. They were calling him, for a reason. When Elion spoke of the voices, the kingdom grew afraid. They warned him never to go near the mountains. But the mountains whispered again. And Elion knew he had to listen. At dawn, before the kingdom woke, Prince Elion began his journey. He did not know what waited ahead, only that the mountains had called. And so he climbed. The forest welcomed him, alive with quiet magic. The mountains were watching and testing his heart. The path forward disappeared. Only those who trust may cross. So he listened, not with fear, but with faith. High above the world, the voices returned. "Protector," they whispered. He did not yet understand, but he felt their truth. And then he saw the valley, the heart of the mountains, and someone waiting. The valley responded to his presence. Magic recognized kindness and welcomed him. That was when Elion saw her, a girl born from the mountains themselves. Her heart beat with ancient magic. The spirits revealed themselves. They had protected her for centuries. And now, they were watching him. The spirits shared her story. When the world lost balance, the mountains answered. They created a guardian, born of magic. She felt his kindness, and he felt her truth. In that moment, the mountains chose him. The mountains felt it before anyone else. Something had changed. The magic that protected her was weakening. The kingdom had followed. They feared what they did not understand. And Elion stood between two worlds. The spirit spoke one final truth. If she is taken, the mountains will fall silent, and the world would lose its balance. She had never known fear until now. But Elion did. He chose to protect, not to rule. He stood as a shield, and the fear began to fade. The mountains listened and answered. When the night passed, the mountains breathed again. The magic had not vanished. It had simply learned to trust again. Aira no longer flickered with fear. She was no longer alone, and neither was he. The spirits gathered one final time. They named him Guardian. Not by birth, but by choice. The kingdom no longer feared the mountains. They learned to listen. And the mountains whispered no more. Because the greatest magic is choosing kindness over fear and listening when the world whispers. True strength is not in power or fear, but in listening, protecting, and choosing kindness.